To inspire you, here are a few ways that On the Border restaurants have impacted their communities and their guests during Fiesta for the Cure. This first story had a huge impact on my life, and it all started with a server in our Colorado Springs restaurant who was chatting with one of his tables.
We got married 11 years ago, and we have two beautiful children, Cole and Cade. They're 6 and 8. We have a wonderful family, and we're really happy. August 28th, 2008 is the day that I actually found out that I had cancer. I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. I just never imagined in a million years that it would be me, and it was. We hadn't gone out to eat in about a month. I had just shaven my head and I just started the chemo, so I wasn't quite as sick yet. We were really looking forward to it.
John came to me and said that one of our regulars had come in and that she had just been diagnosed and asked if I could do anything for her. She was actually completely bald. She had beautiful, long, gorgeous red hair, and all of it was gone. I was immediately prompted to just go over and say hello and ask her how she was doing. Of course, first thing I did is, ran back to the back and see what kind of shirts that we had and got a bunch of the bracelets and I think some of the necklaces that we were giving out.
And he sat down at our table, I'll never forget it, and knelt down at our table. Didn't just stand, but knelt down on our table and put his arms on the table and said, "You're the reason why we want to bring this whole issue up and make awareness of breast cancer."
So it kind of worked its way around the staff, and everybody kind of got to know who they were.
Whenever they would come in, I think it was a boost, one for us and for them, that how are things going, where are you at, what's the prognosis, and the information. We were always reading the care pages.
I have a blog where I would keep people up to speed, and all of a sudden up popped a message from Patrick, and he was actually from the national office. So here we're getting support from the local, just On the Border restaurant, but then also the national office. It was incredible. It was just great.
On Christmas Day, she totally crashed. And so at about 9 in the morning, I ended up rushing her to the hospital. We were there all day as they hydrated her and just tried to get her body back in line. And I really, honestly, I carried her up from our guest room, and I thought, this could be it.
You say to yourself, what would I do in the last few, if I only was told that I had 2 months to live, what would I do? And you kind of go through that exercise growing up. There's times when people talk about that and stuff, and you don't really know what you would do until you actually have it happen to you. And you just think, I'm gonna hug my children a little bit harder today. I'm gonna love my husband a little bit more. And because you don't know how long you have. And you think, I hope I'm gonna have more times to do this, but you just don't know. So you take advantage of every single one that you have. I remember sitting down with Cole in his bed and tucking him into bed, and I was hurting really bad, but he just needed to talk about how scared he was about my hair. And I just remember thinking, I just really hope I'm gonna be able to continue to sit and listen to my son. When you're faced with this, it is a daily realization that this might be the last time.
Well, you just never know when you engage a guest like that where it's going to go. And so you have to take that every opportunity you have to engage that guest, because something great might come out of it.
It really turned going out to eat more of an enjoyment and a relationship versus just going out to eat. And that's what really made the difference for us.
It's amazing just to see how much of a personal connection we made right away.
Just to get somebody who cares and to say to you, are you okay? Just really, really means a lot.
One key interaction can kind of create a whole domino effect of just that human connection that we really strive for.
There's a lot of people that care, and there's a lot of money that's being thrown to this particular kind of cancer, and for that I am so thankful, because I'm here to say that without the money that's being raised, I would not be here. All indications is that they got it, and that I'm going to continue to be cancer-free. So I'm living my life that way.
Me too.
When John approached that table where Bethany sat a year ago, he had no idea what would result. Just by being open and listening, One genuine human connection has touched a lot of lives. Every one of us can do that. And when we work together in our restaurants, we can make an impact on our communities as well. We can give back. It starts now, this month. The Fiesta begins. So ask yourself, what can I do? Then reach out and get started.
What will you do?
What will you do?
What will you do?
What will you do?
¿Qué tú haces?
What will you do?
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 What will you do?